Have you ever pondered on the magnitude of the recent immigration wave in New York City? It's a question worth asking, as the city grapples with an unprecedented influx of migrants. Since April of 2022, New York City has seen the arrival of over 116,000 migrants. Many of these individuals are seeking asylum and are not yet eligible to work in the United States. This has resulted in a crisis, with the city's shelter system overwhelmed and over 60,000 migrants remaining in shelters. The roots of this crisis are multifaceted. It's a result of a broken immigration system, previous administration policies, overwhelmed immigration courts, and narrow paths to becoming permanent residents. New York City Mayor Eric Adams has called for more help from the federal government. The crisis has become a political flashpoint, with protesters criticizing the city for housing migrants in schools and residential neighborhoods. Interestingly, the influx of migrants is partly due to Republican governors in Florida and Texas sending migrants northward to provoke a reaction from the federal government and Democratic-led cities. New York City's right to shelter mandate has also attracted migrants, as the city has a legal obligation to provide temporary housing. Migrants are coming to New York City from countries such as Venezuela, Cuba, Haiti, Guatemala, and Senegal. The city has absorbed waves of migration in the past, but the current crisis is different, as more migrants are fleeing economic hardship and traveling as families. In conclusion, New York City is facing a significant migration crisis, with over 116,000 migrants arriving in the city since April of 2022. The city's shelter system is overwhelmed, and there is a pressing need for more help from the state and federal government. The crisis has become a political flashpoint, with protesters criticizing the city for housing migrants in residential areas and schools. The influx of migrants is due, in part, the Biden administration not protecting our borders. Migrants are arriving from various countries, many fleeing economic hardship and traveling as families. But some pose a threat, since we have no idea who is actually coming in. This situation poses a challenge to New York City and its resources, raising questions about the city's capacity to handle such a large influx of migrants and the broader issues around immigration policy in the United States.